Recently I made this video which talks about how we gamers need Portal 3. It turns out I wasn't the only one who wants this game based on the number of comments you all left. While some don't think a third game is necessary, it feels like the majority do want a sequel. And after running this community poll, whilst Half-Life 3 wasn't too far behind, 58% of you voted for Portal 3 as the Valve sequel you need. This got me thinking even more about Portal 3, knowing that I wasn't alone. I'm sure everyone and their dog has an idea of what they would want a new Portal game to look like. But let's be honest, I very much doubt that the people at Valve are stumbling onto this video with a pad and pen ready to take notes. However, if there is a slightest chance someone that has the power to influence Portal 3 is watching, I figured for the gaming community that I'll present to you all the worst ideas I can think of that will ruin Portal 3. Firstly, we need a Portal 3 Battle Pass. Now, the original games came out in a world where Battle Passes didn't exist, but now, well, if your game doesn't have a Battle Pass, is it really a game at all? I mean, look at Halo Infinite. Props to 343 Industries for focusing solely on the Battle Pass aspect rather than wasting time designing multiplayer maps. Why bother with that when some dumb gamer drops that sweet Battle Pass money every season? Blizzard literally slapped the number 2 next to Overwatch, and all they really did in this game was give us a Battle Pass. Think about how much money they must have saved instead of spending time and resources on an actual sequel. Sure, fans might complain in a subreddit, but who cares? Think of the skins, the emojis, and all the other customizable stuff you can throw into a Battle Pass. Why bother giving gamers challenges and incentives when playing your game to unlock cool stuff when you can throw it all behind a Battle Pass? Valve, a Portal 3 Battle Pass will print you money. Next, it's 2023 now, and if you're still playing single player games, then you are a chump. Look at legendary developer EA's tweet from last year. Even they know that just playing single player games is a massive red flag. Obviously, the first 2 Portal games were rooted in the whole single player focus, so this has me thinking that Portal 3 can break that mold and do something entirely different. Why not make Portal 3 an open world multiplayer only game? Letting gamers explore a vast open world is the pinnacle of gaming these days. Why force Portal 3 to remain within a facility? Ubisoft is one of the many developers that have perfected the art of giving us vast open world games, and they're still reaping the rewards of how successful that's going for them. Plus the multiplayer aspect. Nobody these days wants to waste time in a narrative driven single player experience. I want to go around griefing players by trapping them in Portal loops. Imagine just how fun that would be. After offering a game like this, we'll all laugh at how undersold this series was to us with Portal 1 and 2. And finally, Portal writers talked about having the perfect starting point for Portal 3. But you know what's an even better starting point? Rebooting. We don't need the likes of Ellen McLean, Stephen Merchant, or J.K. Simmons being the focus of the franchise anymore. Look at how Disney rebooted Star Wars. Han Solo, dead. Luke Skywalker, dead. Leia, well, I don't know what the this is, but either way, the sequels were undeniably a great success because they dumped the original cast. Valve shouldn't worry about what original fans of the series think. Getting a new cast on board is the best and probably the only way we're bringing new fans in. For Portal 3 to go above and beyond the first 2 games, it needs to start fresh. We don't need Gladys or Cave Johnson returning. That's just older fans blinded by nostalgia. Reboots work. I can't even think of all the examples of successful reboots because it just puts my brain on overload. So there are the 3 big additions I think Portal 3 needs. This is a game that needs to be groundbreaking whilst making money. This is a game that needs to raise the bar whilst making money. This is a game that needs to be so much better than Portal 1 and 2 whilst making money. You all have to remember that Portal 2 was released in 2011, over a decade ago now. The gaming landscape has changed. People don't want story-driven games. They want battle royales. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be putting your card details in to buy the latest battle pass Portal 3 will be offering. For all you aspiring game developers, comment down below your best worst idea for Portal 3. I think we can make the greatest game of all time. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.